What happened when my IA teacher tried to ruin my graduation over cheating? Senior year, 2 weeks before graduation, I thought my life was finally coming together. I'd worked hard, pulled late nights studying, balanced a part-time job, and somehow kept my GPA high enough for honors. My parents were proud, especially my dad, who worked construction 12 hours a day just to make sure I could apply to colleges without drowning in debt. Then came Mr. Patterson. He was the strictest teacher in school, kind who thought smiling was weakness and mistakes were crimes. I had him for English literature. Our final exam counted for 40% of our grade. I studied for weeks. I had index cards, color-coded notes, even practice essays. The day of the exam, I walked in nervous but prepared. 3 hours later, I walked out exhausted but relieved. I knew I'd done well. 2 days later, I was called to the principal's office. Mr. Patterson was already there, arms crossed, a smug look on his face. The principal motioned for me to sit. "We've received a serious allegation," she said. Mr. Patterson slid a packet of papers across the desk. My exam. Red ink covered every page, but not just corrections, accusations. Top in big letters, cheater. My throat closed up. "What? No, I didn't," he cut me off. "You turned in answers word for word identical to last year's final. Plagiarism, automatic 0, which means you fail this class, which means no graduation." The words hit me like a punch. Fail? No graduation? My college acceptance would vanish. Everything I'd worked for gone. "But I didn't cheat," I whispered. Mr. Patterson sneered. "Then, explain this." He pulled out a stapled packet. Last year's final, side by side with mine. Questions were the same. Answers, nearly identical. I felt dizzy. I didn't even know the questions were the same. He shrugged. "Cheaters always have excuses." The principal looked grave. "This is serious. We'll need to inform your parents." That night, I sat at the kitchen table, trying to explain between sobs. My dad's face darkened with every word. He didn't yell. He didn't blame me. He just stood, grabbed his old work jacket, and said, "Tomorrow, I'm coming with you." The next morning, we walked into school together. My dad in his dusty boots, me clutching my backpack like a shield. Kids whispered as we passed. In the principal's office, Mr. Patterson smirked when he saw us. "Ah, bringing your father won't change facts." My dad sat down, leaned forward, and said calmly, "Show me the evidence." Mr. Patterson slid the exams over. My dad studied them for a long minute, then nodded. "So, questions were the same as last year?" "Yes." "And the answers very similar?" "Yes." "Which proves she cheated." My dad tilted his head. "Or it proves something else." Mr. Patterson frowned. "And what's that?" My dad's voice hardened. "That you recycled the exact same test from last year. Didn't change a single question. A lazy teacher sets the same exam, and now you're punishing my kid for studying too well." Silence. Even the principal blinked. My dad tapped the papers. "You accused her of cheating because her answers matched last year's. But if the questions never changed, of course any well-prepared student would overlap with past responses. That's on you, not her." Mr. Patterson's face turned beet red. "That's not how it works." The principal raised a hand. "Actually, it is. Mr. Patterson, did you reuse the exam?" He stammered. "Well, yes, but..." "No buts," she said sharply. "You cannot accuse a student of plagiarism when you failed to create a new assessment. That's negligence." My dad leaned back, arms crossed now, mirroring Mr. Patterson's smugness from the day before. "So, my daughter graduates?" "Yes." The principal sighed. "Yes, she passes. I'll make sure of it." I nearly cried with relief. As we left, Mr. Patterson muttered under his breath, "Undeserved." My dad turned slowly, eyes like steel. "The only undeserved thing here is your job if you treat students like this. Remember that." The story spread through school like wildfire. Kids whispered in hallways. Some even clapped when I walked into class. For once, the humiliation wasn't mine, it was his. Graduation day arrived. I walked across the stage in my cap and gown, diploma in hand. I spotted my dad in the crowd, dusty work jacket, phone held high to record, tears streaming down his face. That night, he hugged me tight and whispered, "Remember this, kiddo. Sometimes the loudest voice in the room isn't the teacher, sometimes it's the truth." And I knew then I'd carry that lesson forever.